What's up? It is Peachy Key, aka Spiritual Baddie, and in this video we are going to talk about the new moon coming up on January 21st, 2023, and how to harness this energy for manifestation and goal setting. The sun will come out, but we've been struggling, they will find love. 'Cause after the storms, when the flowers bloom. In this video, I'm going to give you some background information on working with the phases of the moon, tapping into some new moon energy, and what to expect for this upcoming new moon. First off, I want to say that living in rhythm with the moon is such a powerful way to connect with the universe and your higher self. It is a direct way to live in flow with nature. And when you are living in flow with nature, you are able to naturally create, flow, reflect, manifest, because you have the support of nature, which is basically an aspect of God. Moon work can be a very helpful way for you to set your goals and live in flow with the universe, no matter what your spiritual beliefs may be. So please keep an open mind while you hear some of these ideas and concepts, because anybody can apply them to their life. In astrology, the moon represents our inward self. It is our emotions, our moods, our inner thoughts. Everything that we internalize is what the moon represents. The moon is directly connected to our physical, emotional, and spiritual body. The lunar cycle starts with the new moon. This is a time where we set our goals, we set intentions, etc., etc. And then the new moon turns into a waxing moon, which is a time where we are working towards these goals and bringing these ideas to life. Then you eventually reach the full moon, which is a time of reflection and evaluation. It's also a time where you consider releasing anything that doesn't work for you and is not working. And then the full moon leads you into a waning moon, which is a time where you reset and you continuously release what isn't working and what's not serving your new moon manifestations and your new moon intentions. And so after that waning moon, you reset back to a new moon where you are setting new intentions, setting new goals based on those reflections and evaluations from the last two phases. In this video, we're specifically going to talk about new moon energy and how we can use that to manifest our goals. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I will say it makes me feel wonderful every time I actually take the time out to do my new moon manifestations and set new intentions on the new moon. I will say it's always been successful. It has made me more motivated to set my goals rather than starting my goals at the beginning of the month. I will say I've seen a big difference between starting my goals at the beginning of a new moon versus starting them at the beginning of a new month. The new moon energy is very self-titled. It's all about setting new goals, setting new intentions, setting new habits, etc., etc. It's all about planting the seed for what you want to come into manifestation. What do you want to grow throughout the rest of the month? What aspect of yourself do you want to step into? You should lean in on it. So this new moon upcoming on January 21st marks the very first new moon of the year. This is a very special time because I know a lot of us may have made New Year's resolutions, and I'm all for it. I love that people want to become better versions of themselves. However, we need to leave room for reflection and the adjustment of the New Year's resolutions, especially as those 2 or 3 weeks go by and then we realize that some of our goals are not necessarily being achieved because we cannot keep up with the expectations we set for ourselves. With that being said, one of the major themes of this Aquarian new moon is to think big. At the beginning of the year, you may have made some smaller goals to change your everyday habits. For example, you may have set a goal to eat a healthier diet or exercise on a regular basis, etc., etc. So use this new moon as a time to set some of those longer term goals and those bigger picture goals. For me personally, I want to take the time out to really be intentional about the goals that I'm setting. What I'm personally going to do is really consider where I want to see myself in the long-term future. For example, 6 months from now, where do I want to see myself? A year from now, where do I want to see myself? 2 years from now, etc., etc. In my ebook, Living in Rhythm, I have some journal prompts that ask you, where do you see yourself? How do you visualize yourself? And I also have some methods for visualization if you want to check those out. There's a ton of resources online on how you can visualize your future, how you can plan long term. Just check those out and really lock in on thinking big. That is one of the major things. Think big this new moon. Another theme of this Aquarian new moon is to be yourself and foster your own environment so that you can attract the people that you really want to be around in your life. Although the Aquarius energy is about humanity in the bigger picture, Aquarians also tend to be very eccentric type of people who have their own way of doing things, and they walk to the beat of their own drum. My best friend is an Aquarius, and she definitely walks to the beat of her own drum and does her own thing, and I love her for that. And so just think about the Aquarius you know, and think about how they move and how individual they are. And the whole goal with this is to hone in on your individuality so that you can find value in yourself and how you fit into the bigger themes that may be going on in the world. For example, if anyone is aspiring to be a content creator, think about how you are unique. Think about how you can do things differently. There's a whole movement of people creating content and really making a living off of creating content. As an aspiring content creator, it might be helpful if you really consider, how am I going to make my mark within this whole entire movement of people? If you work in another industry, really consider, how am I unique to this industry? What is the mark that I can make on this industry? What is the mark that I can make within my organization? What is the mark that I can make within my workplace? Really consider, what is the mark that you can make? How are you unique? And what can your uniqueness do for this bigger picture? The last thing I'm going to talk about with this Aquarius new moon is forward thinking and moving forward. On a larger scale, think about the human race. How are we moving forward? How are we progressing as a human race? How are we progressing as a society? And then on an individual scale, you want to consider, how am I evolving as a human being? Like, how am I evolving as a person? What steps do I need to take to actually see that evolution in myself come into manifestation? This is really a time to think ahead and push yourself forward. This new moon is all about progression. And on a larger scale, we're thinking about, how is the human race progressing? What is going on? How is our society progressing? So you might want to consider, like, how is society progressing? And like I mentioned before, how do you fit into this progression? On an individual level, think about, how are you as an individual evolving? I want to leave you guys off with a few things you can do to manifest during this new moon. One is use your words. Aquarius energy values words and the use of words. This can be in the form of writing, poetry, talking, voice memos. However you want to use your words, you can go ahead and express yourself in this way. But one specific way I recommend, and I'm going to always be an advocate for journaling, but I really recommend that you take the time to journal. By journaling, you have all the power to choose the words that you want to see manifest into life. Write down where you envision yourself to be. You can simply write down what you want to manifest in the month and see how it connects to your overarching goals. The next thing I recommend that you do during this new moon, especially after you get the time you need to reflect, please go out and socialize. I have been in my hermit crab mode. I'm a Cancer, and I've been in my hermit crab mode, and so I haven't been out socializing a lot. But in this Aquarian energy, it's all about people, humans, and human connection. It'll be a really pertinent time for you to go out and socialize and connect with other people. Don't surround yourself with people who are negative and may put you in a negative mind state and are going against what you're trying to manifest. Instead, put yourself in environments where you know you'll be surrounded by people who are in the direction that you're going. Being surrounded by like-minded individuals is really going to help you manifest during this new moon. Your environment and social circles will reflect exactly what you want to manifest in your life. So be very mindful of the social environments you take up and use this social energy in order to manifest the version of yourself that you really want to step into. The third thing that you can do to manifest this month is practice the law of detachment. This month is all about letting go of the old and getting in the new. The Aquarius energy is all about being forward thinking. So let go of the old, step into the new. Practice the law of detachment. We must detach ourselves from the results or outcome from what we want to manifest in the world for it to truly materialize into our world. I've been attaching so much emotional energy, especially to like my content creation, and sometimes when I don't necessarily get the feedback or the results that I feel like I deserve, I attach my value to the actual result. In all actuality, that is really holding me back because I am attaching myself to a result or outcome, and I'm not truly allowing the universe to show me what I'm deserving of. My last method of manifesting in this new moon is to step into it. I am a big manifester. Like, I consider myself a big manifester. What makes me a big manifester is because I step into my manifestations like I own it. You deserve to be a big manifester too. As a big manifester, you need to learn that you are the manifestation. You are the manifestation. You already have it. You already own it. It's already happening. You just have to step into it. And so I'm big on physically stepping into it. If you are less of a writing person and you are more of a visualization and visual person, I recommend that you close your eyes, do a meditation, and sit and really visualize what you want to manifest and physically go out and grab it. I got this tip from a Gaia video. If you don't know Gaia is a conscious Netflix. I got this method from a professional manifesting coach. And he said, close your eyes and visualize what you want. Wherever you feel like it might be, physically go out and grab it and bring it closer to your heart. Your heart chakra is the true essence of who you are. And you may feel some doubt. You may feel like I'm not deserving or this isn't aligned with who I am. Face those fears and figure out what the root of those are, because those fears are stopping you from truly reaching your goals and truly stepping into your manifestation. And so for this month and this new moon, I truly encourage you to step into your manifestations. Literally visualize yourself stepping into them. Literally see yourself sitting in that car. Literally see yourself standing in that new apartment. Literally see yourself getting that new job, working in that new job. Literally see yourself being a content creator. I'm going in, so I'm going to stop right here. I just want you to literally see yourself wherever you need to be. Literally see yourself as a big manifester, because we are big manifestors. Like, we are going to tap into this big manifestation. We are going to tap into this big manifestation energy on this new moon. And I would love to hear what you guys are going to manifest this new moon in the comments below. This is a safe space and all manifestations are welcome. I would love to hear what you guys are working on. I would love to comment back, reply, and support you all throughout your journey. My ebook, Living in Rhythm, will be linked in the description. It'll be a perfect intentional goal planner, reflection, visualization, everything you need for intentional goal setting, especially when you're working with the moon, will be in that ebook. Check that out. It'll be a great resource for you to start your new moon manifesting. That includes the tea for this new moon in Aquarius coming up and how to use the energy to manifest. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is going to be one of my very first videos on this channel. I'm going to continue creating new moon and full moon content, as well as other contents on topics like affirmations, spirituality, healing, confidence, and self-esteem. So if you are looking forward to hearing about any of those topics, subscribe to my channel. And if you have any topic suggestions, please drop them below. I would love to hear what you want to hear about.